Hello, beautiful souls. I hope that you're having the most amazing day. Wanted to pop on here live with you all today with a very special guest, beautiful friend of mine, Genevieve Dowling. And we're going to be coming on here sharing a little bit more about light-backed technologies. So if you guys have been following my journey for a while, you know I've been kind of on this like holistic wellness journey for about 10 years now. And it's radically transformed my life in so many ways. And since becoming a mom with this little monkey, it has been one of the biggest transitions of my life. And I've stepped back a lot from doing my lives and stuff like that. So I'm a little bit nervous coming on here with you guys today, but I'm very excited to be here. So I'm going to invite Jen on here and we're going to just go into a little bit more in depth around what exactly light back technology is, how it can help us with so many different things. I mean, for me, it's really helped me with more mental clarity. It's helped me with feeling like sharper mentally, having more patience so I can deal with this little chickie. Decreasing physical discomfort in my body. I mean, there's been so many different benefits, and once you start hearing some stories about it, which Jen will share, it just has so much potential to help so many people. So we want to come on here and share it with you in case it may be for you or for somebody that you know. So I'm gonna invite Jen in here. It's just about Lily's nap time, so hopefully she'll let us have a good conversation here.
Hi, Laura. Hi, Lily.
How are you?
Good. I was just listening to the two of you, and I love that Lily has so much to say because she is the light. She is pure divine light.
She is. She's literally like just like pure open channel. We can all learn from kids so much.
Totally. Absolutely. It's so great to be here with both of you.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. For everybody who doesn't know Jen's a beautiful friend of mine, and she's been in the holistic healing field. I mean, since she was a young girl, her father was a holistic healer, and then she kind of stepped into it in that path, and she's been on her own big journey, very, very familiar with biohacking and energy, and she's just absolutely incredible. So it's very aligned with all of the stuff that I do, where we don't just talk about the physical body, right? It's the mental, energetic, the spiritual, and also the emotional body. Because when we really look at the mind, body, and spirit as a whole, we can have such incredible results. And the main thing about all of it is just that we can feel our best and we can live this life and really just make the most out of it. So thanks for being here, Jen.
Oh, I'm just loving witnessing you being a mom. It's 11:11 here right now, and I'm smiling because, like witnessing you and Lily right now, we're all multifaceted beings. And it's so interesting because so often we hold ourselves to like compartmentalize aspects of our life. And what I love about you now and then is that it's all of you, like, hi, I'm here. And I think that's so powerful and such a beautiful way to really embody like what we're talking about, because life is lifing. And what I know right now, and thank you for having me on, and nice to meet all of you I've never met before, but I feel like right now I've been brought up in this world, like you said, Laura. My dad was a holistic health practitioner. And from the age of 7 till now, there's been this big, massive shift in the wellness industry. And, we've talked about this a lot. There's a really big tipping point happening right now where people are actively looking for not just holistic ways to enhance their lives, but they're also feeling this calling inside to be more of themselves. And maybe you don't know what that is, but you feel that ping, like there's more in your life. And that's where light-backed technologies came into my life when I was going through a very big healing journey, 7 years, witnessing my dad pass away at 59 suddenly, and going on this big journey to recognize like where was that also mirrored in my own life. I had a lot of dis-ease, PCOS, 86 cysts, and that took me to Mexico to find like what was available, like what is available for us. And as I started really healing my own body, recognizing that the body is the technology, right? It is our light vessel. I was introduced to light back technologies that more than just technology, it was giving the body the right information to self-heal, self-directed healing. And that's the shift that's happening. We're recognizing we're going from a place of needing to be dependent on things outside of us to feel good and optimize, and shifting into a place of, well, what if we gave the body the right information for it to do it itself? And that's a movement that I'm really proud to be part of, and why we've connected on these technologies, because it encompasses everything that we believe in. And I know that for myself, I've been using them for one of them 2 years. We'll go into them in a moment. The other one's a year and a half, 3 months. And it's just a continuous, this intuitive continuum of activation in the body. And for you, it's been a short time, but I think that that's even more potent. Do you want to share a little bit about what you've experienced? And then I can go into a little bit of the science behind them, for those of you who are like me, and Laura, who want to know like the what.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, I mean, I think it's been, Danny and I are almost through one pack of the patches. So it's been 2 weeks. And I mean, the first few days, well, actually, no, it was quite immediate for me, to be completely honest. It's not like that for everybody. For me, since becoming a mom, I've had this crazy brain fog. Sometimes it's like I can't even recall things. And it's been like this. It's been a beautiful journey because I've had to release a lot of the, like, I've been a very intellectual person my entire life. And it's been this like surrendering and releasing to like not having that functioning. And
Right.
so I held a lot of my self-worth attached to that. So releasing that, but like I was so ready to have it come back online.
You're like, okay, and now.
It was a good chapter where I learned a lot, but like I was so excited for it to come back online. And so, I mean, it's exactly that. It literally felt like the light switches were coming back on. And so the mental clarity, I haven't had that same feeling in my mind since putting them on and drinking the hydrogen water every day too. So, I mean, whatever it is, whether it's that or that, it's working with the combination. I've been having deeper sleeps. My physical body discomfort has been going down steadily over the last couple of weeks. I think I told you this too. I went to yoga the other day and, I was doing like positions that I have never done like since I was like young, and I felt so good in my body, and I was just like, oh my goodness, like this is something special, like especially dealing with chronic pain too. I mean, like I'm 34, I shouldn't be bracing myself to put my shorts on in the morning, and that was it. And I actually didn't even notice, Jen, that I was doing that until I went to go do it, and I caught myself bracing, but then I didn't have that pain.
Wow.
And I was
Well,
like,
and I've known you a long time. That's been a part of your journey, and you've done such a great job navigating that. And like, I know that your experience has only been 2 weeks, but that's so powerful because, like you said, not everyone's going to feel that in their first 2 weeks, but some people do. Mine was actually day one. I could feel it, and I'll talk to you about those two technologies. But it's really showcasing that when the body's given the right information, it knows what to do, and light carries information. Okay, sorry, I'm just bending down. Light carries information. So the technologies that Laura's talking about with her testimonial, I will say that for my partner and I, when we got started, I started with this incredible light patch. Okay. And this patch, it's so simple that when you look at it, you're like, how could this ever be? But this is a patented proprietary form of phototherapy. And so it's a peel and stick wellness patch. And when it's placed on the body, it actually utilizes our own light, our own information. And so I want you to imagine when you go out in the sun. You stand in the sun hits your skin, it activates vitamin D in you. It doesn't give you vitamin D, it activates it. And when this patch is placed on your skin and left there for 12 hours, it takes that infrared energy and it reflects it back inside the body as information. And it activates GHKCU, copper peptides, and stem cells. All you need to know about stem cells is that it is one of the most important things for our light, our energy, our cells, our regeneration, our optimization to turn on. And so when we talk about light, we mean energy, we mean cellular function, we mean remembrance of the body knowing what to do. And when you activate stem cells, okay, they go to where the body needs them. So stem cells, by the age of 30, you actually have 50% of them have gone dormant. And by the age of 70, up to 80% have gone dormant. For someone like you, Laura, with chronic pain, the count of stem cells will go down really rapidly because the body is constantly trying to stay in alignment. It's constantly battling inflammation and pain, which puts stress on the body. And so you can imagine that by the amount of stresses and toxins and distortion and density in our world that is constantly coming after us, the lights of our own body are dimming or going dormant. And so this patch brings it back online. And I could go on and on about the benefits, but what is really important to know is that the amount of research and clinical studies that prove the effectiveness of this for all ages and stages, whether you're a young kid with special needs to an elderly person with arthritis, an athlete like yourself with pain, and everything in between, it will do only what your body needs. And that's why it's intuitive, and it is the future of wellness, because when we can bring people's body back online to regenerate itself, when we can raise the stem cells, it increases your own collagen production, it reverses your heart age, it does so many things that are clinically supported. Then what happens is we become this more aligned version of ourselves, and we have more light and more energy to share. And so this technology started it all. And if you want more information, we have brilliant webinars. Laura and I recorded one recently. So you can drop the word, let's say light, Laura, drop the word light, and Laura will send you that webinar that goes deeper into how this works, because the worst thing that happens when you put this on is nothing, okay? So 94% of people have incredible benefits. Some you will feel, some you won't feel, because you can't feel your cartilage and your gums regrowing. So you're not gonna feel them all, but you trust that the body is doing what needs to be done. But one of the things we recognized, and during my journey, it's been 2 years wearing this patch now, is that the 94% of people that were getting results, there were some that were getting really great results and some that were getting some results. And then there was that 6% of people that weren't getting anything. And what we know now is that light information needs a current. Okay, and so that light and information being activated, it can't properly move through the body without a current, which is water. And not just water, but structured water. And it's amazing that we're 80% water. And yet the water is in our own body, the structured water is very depleted, meaning no matter how much supplementation, movement, meditation, mindfulness that we're doing, the body is not able to optimize and utilize all of that information properly. And that's where molecular hydrogen came in, and specifically this device by LumiVitae. And what we have found is that when we can bring that 94% of people that are chronically, I got them mixed up. 75% of people globally are chronically dehydrated. And no matter how much water you drink, it won't hydrate you because it's not going to the cell. And so molecular hydrogen is it's light at its purest form, right? The stars, the ether, it's made of hydrogen. It's the smallest atom in the periodic table. And it's so small and so mighty that it can go through the blood-brain barrier directly to the cell, which is quite literally activating our light. It's activating the cell, the energy, releasing inflammation, bringing ATP production back. It's doing so much naturally and effectively because hydrogen will go to the cell immediately, okay? And so when we use this device, which I believe is planet Earth in a bottle, we have frequency imprinting on the top. We have the cleanest, most pure hydrogen production in the base here with, for those of you who know about hydrogen, there's a lot on the market. And a lot of them are cheap. And unfortunately, hydrogen is very messy to create. And so a lot of them are leaching heavy metals into the water and creating a lot of harm. So this device, the membrane, the technology, the titanium is top of the line. Plus we have magnets in the base to structure the water. So what we know that by drinking this water all day and creating a proper current through the body and hydrating the body and then activating the dormant stem cells and copper peptides and collagen with this patch, we now have a full toolkit that is bringing the body back online, that's bringing the body back into homeostasis and evolves with us as we age. And so we have the recipe for reverse aging. And just by doing this, and what I love is the simplicity, because we have to drink water. Do you want to drink living water or dead water? And then you peel this, stick it on the body and let it work in the background. And that's where I think biohacking is now becoming very sexy and intuitive because it's simple and it works. You don't have to do 500 things and stand in front of these things. I have all the gadgets. I have the infrared, I have the frequency machines. I have a clinic here in Tulum I'm partnered with. We have all the gadgets and it's great. but it's not for every day. And so that's why I'm excited to say light back technology is the future. It's here now. It's on the rise. These modalities will be mainstream by 2027. So we get to be stewards of the light and we get to be part of it before the world knows about it. But I know that not only are they here to stay, but they are going to radically shift how we define human potential.
Mm-hmm. I most definitely feel that. I know when I was living with my mom, we had the Kangen, which is high, but doesn't have
Love it. Have one here.
so good. I was drinking so much more water. And then coming to my, like, moving out from her and not having one, I was having just normal filtered water. I got the filter that has like filters of fluoride and all these things, but I mean, you can still, it's not the king of
Right.
water, right? It's like still like basically lower tier. And then now having this, honestly, like the frequency, and you can taste the difference in the water, even though it's the same water that I'm using, you can taste the difference. It's literally the energy of it. It's lighter. And when I drink it, I remember the first time I drank it, you could literally feel the water actually moving into your cells. And it was the same thing for the Kangen as well too, where when you drink normal water, it like sits in your stomach. Whereas this, you can literally feel it actually moving into your cells. And I remember I was drinking so much water. Like I was just, but not thirsty. It was like an energetic calling to the water. It wasn't
Yes.
like a survival thing of like, I'm thirsty. It was like this, like being called to drink more. And I honestly, with both of them, I've noticed such a big difference. So I'm very grateful that you reached out to my mom and shared this with us, and also that we were open to trying something new too. Because it's interesting. Because the last couple of years, I've been on a search because I knew there was something missing. I didn't know what it was, but I knew that the way that I was feeling couldn't just be chalked up to mom brain, and
Right.
couldn't be chalked up to the transition that I was in. Because I see moms all the time that have 3, 4, 5 children, and
Wow. Right.
they're on, right?
They're
So
amazing.
I knew that it was just something that my body was physically missing. And I'm grateful that this came into my life, and it's changed so much for me already in such a short period of time. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, you just said it so powerfully. Like we're recognizing that we're not broken and we just are waiting for the right information.
Yeah.
And what I love about this is, Laura, like we get to be stewards of the light and of these technologies and bring them to market. And even though they're new to all the people that are watching, they're on the rise. And
Definitely.
makes me so grateful is we get to partner. And so maybe for you, you want to use this as a customer, and we have the best technologies and the support for you. And if you're feeling the pulse of this, of what we're doing, I want to just share that our light activated community is, and not woo woo spiritual, like only, it's like light meaning like people that are online, aligned, and in collaboration with each other. And we are utilizing these technologies as professional affiliates or as network marketers in that channel to be able to create an income from bringing these to market. And that's why some people feel the pulse for themselves. Some people feel the pulse for their communities. And I'm just so grateful that we get to do it together to align ourselves with beautiful people with a mission of their own, because we all have our own mission. And this is an enhancement tool. It's not to take away from. Even the doctors and the pharmacists that we work with, this is enhancing what they're doing in their practices, not taking away from. So what a beautiful time to be alive.
It most definitely is. Well, thank you so much for coming on here, Jen. And if anybody has any questions, you can either put them in the comments or just send myself or Jen a message, and we're happy to get some answers for you and share it with you if you want to try it.
Absolutely. And if you're watching this current, until Tuesday, we have a huge promotion that you will get $411 of product back for free. So comment light in the comments. Laura can send you a short video showing you all of this. You have a 30-day money back guarantee to try everything. So you can try it, see if it's in alignment, and we're here to support you. So thank you, Laura.
Oh, thank you, Jen. We appreciate you. And thank you, everybody that's been on here live with us. We will
Bye,
see you soon. She's here. She's almost sleeping. It's perfect. Okay, bye. Love you. See ya.
love you.